Hey guys, I wanted to take a second to make a little video, talk to you about yarn labels. I know that they're a little bit difficult when you're beginning, and I also wanted to show you a little trick that I found with them. Not everyone knows about it. Some people have noticed, some haven't. Kind of like the little gas gauge trick on your car, so you always know which side the tank is on. So let's get started. I know that when you're first starting, sometimes it could be really intimidating shopping for yarn. So I'll touch on the major points, the things that you need to know. I have here some Red Heart Super Saver. It is kind of a staple for me. I like it a lot. It's got a lot of variety of colors, and it softens up a lot once you throw it in the washer. And it is machine washable and dryer safe, all of that. That's another reason I love it. So if you're beginning, this is a really good beginner's yarn too. Now, one important thing here is on the label on the front, you will see it has the weight of the yarn, how much is there, and more importantly, how much. So 364 yards in this ball of yarn. And that way you know exactly what you'll need for each project that you're doing. Another section that is usually overlooked is on a lot of the name brand yarns. You will see a picture of a project on the label. And this one is for a knitting project, which is why it has a knitting needle there on the left. And above that, you see that code. If you go to their website, type it in, then it will tell you, it'll pull up the pattern for you so you can download it and make it yourself. It also tells you how much you need of each color to make it. Oh, and it looks like the pattern is on the back on this label, so that's pretty nifty. I've never really taken it off and looked. This one has a crochet pattern on it. So on the back here, we're going to get to a lot of important information, including washing and drying instructions, which, as you see, machine wash and dry. It's 100% acrylic. It's a 4 weight, so that's something very important to pay attention to whenever you're working on a pattern, the weight of the yarn. So this would be considered a worsted weight 4. If you're looking for a 3, a 4 probably wouldn't substitute without really messing up the gauge. On some projects it doesn't matter, but for projects where sizing does matter, such as apparel items, it will make a big difference. So be sure to pay attention, and that's usually right on the back. There's over here the recommended hook size, recommended needle size, and just basic information. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but this little picture right here, this is what I was talking about whenever I said it's kind of like the little picture on your gas gauge that tells you which side your tank is on. So if you want to pull from the outside of the skein of yarn, then you want to go with option 1. If you want to pull from the center, which is what I do, then you go from this side. Now, I chose this one because it's a really good example. It's already kind of made itself obvious here where each one is on this, so I thought it was a great opportunity. So say we're wanting to pull from the center, it's already kind of sticking out. Now sometimes it's not, but at least with this guide you know exactly which side you want to kind of dig on to find the center pull. And on the opposite side, you will see there's a string that goes and is tucked in over there. Now sometimes they don't tuck it in. Sometimes they'll just wrap it up and it'll be underneath the label. But it is important to pull that out if you're going to do a center pull, because if not, it will catch on there as you're trying to pull your yarn out. It'll cause massive tangles. So it's good to get it out soon. I thought I'd share that tip because I didn't know that when I first started getting heavily into crochet, and let me tell you, it was an absolute mess. So that's my little tip for today. I hope you guys enjoy and have a good night.